Good morning, guys. This is Rusty 78609 at Cochiti Lake. It is 6:02 a.m. A little early bird this morning because I'm going to be traveling today. I'm going to a new place. I'm not sure where it is yet, but I will know hopefully when I get in my truck. When I get in Arrow and hook up, scratch that, wrong. When I get in Bow and hook up Arrow, hopefully I'll know where I'm going. But I'm going somewhere because it's Friday morning and I don't want to travel on Saturday or Sunday. And I got the itch to move, so we're moving somewhere. Anyway, this is April the 27th. I don't have Alexa plugged in, so she's taking a nap, I guess, or whatever they do when they're off. But anyway, yeah, it is Friday, and it's a nice day. It's going to be a little breezy. Not today, not so much, but the next few days, when they say the wind's going to be moderate, that means you're rocking and rolling out here. But anyway, the wind blows in the desert, and that's just the way that is. You either deal with it or not. Anyway, this is Andrew Rivera. He says, Rusty, can a rattlesnake bite through a cowboy boot? I have no clue. I really don't know, but I tell you what, I don't want to find out. Roger Saint Mountain. You like me for that, don't you? Roger St. Martin. Thanks, Rusty. Have a good evening. You're welcome. Rokomo 1, thumbs up to you. Walleye. Wonderful spot, Rusty. I always pull over at places like this and throw a radio control glider or even an eagle over the edge as long as you have a good breeze coming up the hill. Okay, it says watch out for those peregrine falcons or they will dive down on you from 1,000 feet. They won't dive down on me. I've never been bothered by a falcon. Okay, never. But anyway, interesting comment, walleye. Rick and Amy Clark. Rusty, rattlesnake is one word. Thank you. That one word is R-U-N. Run. I don't know. If you know which way to run is the key. Because those little old rattlesnake, when they rattle, you can't really tell exactly where it is. You think it's right there, and that rattlesnake may be right here. No, they're tricky little boogers. But anyway, Mark H says, this is at Tatia Campground. It says, Mark H says, beautiful Rusty. Jane Delaney says, hi Rusty, a beautiful view and peaceful as well. Thank you for sharing. You're welcome. Strongland Speed X on the campground. Is the water shallow? Looks like you can see for miles. Yeah, you can see for miles, and yeah, the river at that point is really shallow. It really is. This is JD Vision. Got a little comment here. Tatia Campground. Nice video, gorgeous scenic views. Do you have any rattlesnake or wild animal stories? Yeah, I do. Not many, but a few. Here in Florida is the gators you have to watch out for when you're hiking the trails. Love your videos, Rusty. They make us feel like we're right there next to you, kind of like you're taking us on a mini vacation. Read more from our daily lives. Well, I'm glad you watch. That's what I'm glad of. Mike Donner. What these idiots don't consider, thinking their dog is so great with people, is other dogs. Pit bulls, unless trained or abused, rarely attack people. But other animals is what they're bred to kill. You should always point that out to these morons, because if a pit bull ran into my camp and fought with my dogs, I'd kill it. Well, you know, they're just bred. They're just fighting dogs. Those old jaws will lock. This is all on the Tatia Campground, the next 5. Mike Butterfield, Rusty's next wife, is swimming across now. Yeah, but the only problem is she was going the other way. Mike Butterfield, 2 words, Mr. No Shoulders. Popo 47, based on those rock formations, that river used to be a lot bigger and deeper, and the answer is rattlesnake. Stay safe. Yeah, the river did. Apparently they're into a little drought here. They haven't had their average annual rainfall in a while. So, but it's due to the snowpack. In other words, if they get a good snowpack and the snow melts and they get a good runoff, everything works. Mike Brandenburg, wow, strange. No one is fishing. Seems like the thing to do there if you like to fish. There are a few people, I said several in one video, but I think there's a few people that fish on a regular basis, and they tell me they catch fish because I talked to a couple of them. They catch some kind of bass, and they also said there's pike in there. Tracy Phillips, your videos are getting better and better. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome, welcome, welcome. Rondlin 100. I have renamed it the Santa Fe Square, and that ends that argument. You make me laugh, boss. I'm going to miss y'all. Well, actually, it is the Santa Fe Plaza. I was wrong, but for some reason I had it locked in my mind it was the square, and I'm sure it's the same way in Taos. I call it the square, and it's probably the plaza too. That's just the way I thought. Rita Richardson, very cool on the campground. Vanjie Lee, what a beautiful area. Thanks for taking us there. That's on the Tatilla campground also. JD Vision. Super entertaining ride, Rusty. You're like the Bob Ross of RVing, whatever that is. Joe 9209, cool driving video, especially at double speed, so your 45 miles per hour seems like 90. Yeah, it does in the videos. This is Planetization Rising. Okay, that's the person's name, Planetization Rising. This is about retiring and living somewhere. This is a long comment. I'll read a couple of sentences. Good advice. My tips from many, many, many years experience. Learn as much of the language as possible. Keep big cash in socks and plastic bags. Go out only in daylight. Stay out of bars. Yeah, I remember this comment now. I'll read most of it because it's a good comment. Stay out of bars. Lunch every now and then at university cafeterias. Chat up friendly students for info. Never go to deserted beaches, etc. alone. Yes, rent, don't buy. After situated in local motel or rental, frequent one local church and go regularly so you are a known presence and get to know some of these church-going folks. These are safe bets to learn culture, lay of land, etc. Be suspicious of overly friendly strangers you happen to meet on the street, at markets, restaurants, etc. Assume you have been targeted. Tell anyone who asks you what you do that you are a substitute teacher and saved years for the trip. Never get drunk in a public place. Don't buy expensive trinkets or souvenirs. Someone in the periphery may be watching you. Never buy antiquities. Keep your penis in your pants and only drink boiled water. That's pretty good stuff, isn't it? Thank you. Planetization Rising. Bill K. Maybe it's because you don't watch your videos, but the bouncing is a non-issue, at least for me, when you're driving. I just enjoy watching your ramblings. Keep them coming. I will. I'm not going to change anything. It's too expensive, and half the time I don't know how to operate the new equipment anyway. Off-track traveler. Thanks, Rusty. Bill K. YouTube has completely replaced TV for me these days, Rusty. Your channel is one of the reasons for that. Well, thank you, Bill K. Actually, it's replaced TV for a lot of people. A lot of people just watch YouTube, and that's it. I do. That's all I do. Cool breeze on Tatilla Campground. What an awesome view. Enjoying the rides. Don't change a thing or you won't be Rusty 78609. No more. I see other YouTubers change for the worse. God bless. Yeah, I do too. I see some of them I follow do some cute stuff, and I don't know. It doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. The Campground Truth Warrior TV is nothing but a weapon. It is used to shape the minds of men in a negative way. Yeah, it's mind control to me, too. I don't do it. This is Dan DeMore. He went to the dealer in Barnett. He says, I just went to this location a few weeks ago. They are very helpful and not too pushy. Yeah, they're not. They're just good old country people trying to make a living. This is Bianca Goodnight on the Casita. Drum roll. Rusty, did you buy it? Answer, no. Mike Butterfield. I like my shirt. I like my shoes. I like Scotty Thompson from Superior, Wisconsin. All right, good for you, Mike. Chopper Martin. Take the money at 62 and never look back. You'll be the winner. That was the one I did on Social Security. PJ Frog's got two here. He says, If I could see well enough to drive my Prius V to Cochiti or whatever, I'd certainly come and introduce myself. Keep those great videos coming of your trips. Oh, I will. That's all I do. I mean, I don't do anything else now. PJ Frog 10, Lincoln National Forest is where Smokey the Bear came from. Actually, a correction there. It's Smokey Bear. There is no the. You know, it's not Smokey the Bear, because I found that out. I volunteered at Gila Cliff Dwellings and Hovenweep National Monument. Yeah, if you say Smokey the Bear, they'll go, oh no, it's Smokey Bear, Smokey Bear. And that was his name. Cimarron Girl, on comment call, I turned my back on cable news many years ago. I get a digital edition of a newspaper in my email box and basically read the headlines. Good advice as usual, yo dog. Well, let me tell you what, there's actually a degree you can get in journalism, and it's a head writer, writing headlines. And what you do, you have to write a headline that catches the eye, either of the reader or in the TV arena they call it a sound bite. Same thing. Sound bites, headlines, same thing. That's to get your that's that snap to get your attention. It's that word that makes you turn your head and watch TV. Or in the newspaper, it's to get you to, oh yeah, I like that, and then spend your money. Joyce Barnett, this is on the campground. Absolutely beautiful. I will never tire of the views like this. Our nation is a wonderful place to visit. It is. Thanks for taking me along and sharing this with me. Stay safe and happy trails. Same to you. Yeah, there's so much to see. Of course, I've seen a lot, but not much. You know, as a percentage, probably 3-4%. Campground Shore 51. Hello, Rusty. Not sure if you're using an iPhone or Android, but this is a free app on an iPhone that will allow you to stabilize shaky videos. Yeah, he talks about ways to do it. Says, personally, I don't find your videos to be super shaky, but I've heard you respond to comments. Who knows, maybe you'll like this. It's Emulsio Video Stabilizer by Creed something. But he's got a link to it. I'm not going to download any apps. I'm not. Because what happens when you download apps, they just take over your phone. And then they mine you for data. And they know too damn much. I mean, they have too much access to your phone, so I'm real careful with downloading apps. But no, I'm okay. If y'all are okay, I'm okay. Avlisk is cockadotoro, one word. I don't know. I don't know. It's a word I heard years ago and it stuck, or I made it up. Hell, I don't know where it came from. Anyway, guys, I got to get rolling here. I'm going to be traveling somewhere. I got to eat my breakfast and hook up. You know, it's so good because it only takes, for me to completely hook up and pull out takes about 10 minutes. Isn't that amazing? You know, there's nothing to unhook because I'm not hooked to power or electric or water. So that's 3 hookups you don't have to fool with. And as far as hooking it up to the hitch, you know, I just back up slowly, and, you know, when I get about this close, and I just, you know, I manage, and it's really easy. I just do it all by myself. I do it the same way I did it 25 years ago. And it works for me, and that's all it needs to be. You know what it is, basically, if you just don't get in a hurry, take your time. I've got a checklist, and if I'll just scan it when I think I'm through, then you don't forget anything. And fortunately, I don't have anything hardly to put away. I've got about 4 or 5 items that I put on the bed, and then I'm ready. That's it, guys. I'm good to go. But we're heading somewhere. I may head back south. I'm not sure. That's one direction is west, one direction is north. One direction is south. The direction west, the downside of it is it's probably fairly scenic, but it's down an old rough dirt road. I've been down it before, and there's no cell phone signal at all. I don't like that one, so X probably on that one. And then I was going to go to Bandelier. I've been there before. The cell phone signal at the Juniper Campground sucks. And Los Alamos is a weird town, okay? I mean, there's so much going on there, high-tech crap. You got to go through a security gate to get into town. What else? So that may be X, and that leaves the south. May go back to Valley of the Fires in that area and spend a few days, and then may even go back to Gear Springs while it's still cool. And then maybe, as the final step in that box, is rent an RV park in that area. I've looked at 2, and we'll see. You know, then the only reason I looked at them was because they had one spot where you could put a small RV, and it's out of the way. It's off to the side, kind of by itself, and looked like it might be a little more privacy and quiet. And so, yeah, I've stayed in RV parks before, and most of the time they suck. But I did. There were a few where you know you had a little privacy, and it was okay. It was. There was where was one? Can't find it. I can't remember where it was. I stayed in so many. Oh yeah, there was one in Vernon, Texas. There it was. Vernon, Texas had a pretty nice little spot there. And then I stayed at one. Well, the one in El Dorado was the RV park from hell. But anyway, we're on the road again today, guys. You know, it's just. Yeah, I want to give you a caution too about RVing. In my opinion, be very, 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 very careful. If you not careful in the sense of your security, you know, you be unsafe. But as far as noise, if you want a quiet campground, do not camp in the area of the campground that has no electric and no water if you're near a lake or a river. Okay, the reason is that's where people come and sometimes can be a little noisy. Like here in this campground where I am in the no electric and no water, we've got a group of people here now that just came in yesterday afternoon. They were up at 2, it's 2 a.m. this morning. They were still pretty loud. I mean, I could hear them here, but not bad enough to keep me awake. But, you know, that's just totally no manners, you know. I mean, well, I don't know what it is. It's stupid, I guess. But anyway, thumbs up, guys. Carpe diem, adios, bye, 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 anything your little heart desires. And, but use the link to Amazon products in the description of my videos. I appreciate it. And for those of you that have and are, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Yeah, it doesn't cost you anything to use the link, and you know, it's just a matter of if you want to take the time to do it. And I understand if you don't want to fool with it. Hell, if I was you, I probably wouldn't fool with it at all. But anyway, having said that, what else? Drink plenty of water. Out here, 3 or 4 quarts is definitely mandatory. What will that do? That'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it'll help you lose weight if that's what you need or want to do. And then what else is take deep breaths, breathe in real deep, hold it for a few seconds, and then breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress lowers your blood pressure. That's good for you too. What else? Stretch, 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 walk, walk, walk. I'll do my stretches before I leave, and part of my exercise will be hooking up and cranking that old jack. And what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind, because what you let in are ingredients. Don't let negative Nancy or negative Ned get in your head. And in my opinion, now you do what you want to do. Everybody does. Just like here in this RV park, everybody's got a different type of RV, and that's fine with me. But if you didn't watch TV ever, other than maybe YouTube, was that TV? No, YouTube is a free, just a bunch of free videos. I mean, they're just done by jillions of different personalities, and you can find out all kind of stuff, you know, and you have to double check it, but, you know, but again, that's up to you, because see, on YouTube, you select what you want to watch. When you're watching network TV, they determine what you're going to watch. That's a whole different ballgame. But anyway, thumbs up, guys. Enjoy your day. We're on the road again. Me and my arrow. Adios, amigo. Bow and arrow. Bye-bye.